BpsRps were live 7/11/21. Oh, 7/11 day. Anybody go out and get their free Slurpees? Not to be confused with Ices. Ices were Kmart, Slurpees were 7-Eleven. Little life lesson here from your coach, the sensei himself, BpsRps. So, all right, good stuff. MLB draft tonight. The Pirates took a catcher first. Jimmy! Pirates took a catcher first? Why? I mean, he's no Soderstrom, even though Soderstrom was a sodomy, I'm sorry. Was a late pick. Rutschman, I'm thinking of. He was like a really, I never heard of this kid they took, a catcher. Henry Davis? Why? Oh, well, they're not going to take a pitcher. Jimmy! Because the Pirates know that they can't develop pitching. So they played to their strengths there. They said, we're not taking a pitcher because he'll wind up being bad in a he won't work out. So that was smart of them. But yeah, like, what did he sign under Slut? Did they like lowball him? I don't know. I mean, but then again, in the Pirates' defense, all I know is Leiter, Kumar, and somehow and Fabian. They're the only three I heard of. So if I heard of them, that means I would think that they're good. You know, like you don't know hockey, but you hear Ron Hextall. All right, he's a good goalie. Who'd the Sox get? I read it, but I forgot his name. I mean, I gotta look up these players. They got an M2. There you go. Get an M2. Except for Moniak, you're destined for great things. Except for Moniak. But he might be destined to be a good coach. We don't know. He's only like 21, 22. He could still do a lot of things in his life, except play baseball. I don't know. I got to read up on this young trim, see what's coming into the league. In honor of the draft, though, we do have some new trivia, and we have, Jack Clark. We have the cards from last night that we're giving out, but we added some rookies. We added Joe Adele, Alec Boehm. No, Joey Bart. There's Alec Boehm. Here he is. That might be true. He's going to reveal that pretty soon. He's going to reveal his real last name in a couple of years. Shane Beaver and Kyle Lewis, they're not rookies. Jimmy, are you a Willie Mays fan? So there are the trivia prizes. The trivia question, don't type the answer, retweet it. Who was the first player taken in tonight's draft? Alvarez looked good today, didn't he? Just some nice hope for the future. Not the present's bad either. The present's doing good. Brett Beatty promoted to Double-A. A lot of good happenings with the Mets. Oh yeah, I would imagine you've never seen him play. But this is him on the Mets. This is one of your stacks. This is part of the trivia, but nobody guessed it last night. So I'm putting this in your trivia because this is a Willie Mays on the Mets. Trying to see what happened in baseball today. Nolan Ryan, you got it, brother. Nolan Ryan was the first pitcher to strike out 4,000 batters. Today in 1989, Bo Jackson, he hit a home run off Rick Russell, and he won the MVP of the All-Star game that year. Yeah, that's right. That was today in 1989. So, Bo, if you're watching, great job. Great job. Earl Weaver in 1968 became the manager of the Orioles. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Now you have the time to rest. The All-Star break. I think there's only one game on Thursday. Did I read that right? It's Boston, New York, of course. They want to hog the spotlight. I guess ESPN. Arizona Diamondbacks in a can. And we have a tool with us. The only times we ever take tools out on BpsRps, my teeth to open a pack, a hammer to break open a slab, and then we use a can opener. We have to open a can. For some reason, Pinnacle, the name of the company, thought it was a good idea to put baseball cards in a can that you need a tool to open. What 10-year-old or even what kid, what any kid has a can opener available so easily to open a can to get the baseball cards? Doesn't make sense. That marketing person should have been fired and banned from marketing any product in their life. I majored in marketing. But I slept through most of the classes. But even I can tell you this is bad marketing. Look what I have to do. I have to risk cutting my finger to open these things to get to the baseball cards. Diligent Benji. You guys ever get paper cuts and put Purell, the hand sanitizer, rub it in? It's one of the best feelings in the world. Love it. Do it at work intentionally. I think I told you this before. Carl just informed me we still have the Twitter yips. So we're live on YouTube, so you don't have to watch me talk and hear what I say about 2 minutes later. That would make it easier for you guys. These are badass cards, though. The Pinnacle, they're really nice. Sorry for cursing. I like them. See, my teeth were used as a tool. So I need 2 tools to open one pack of baseball cards. Mets still win the division, King M saying. He's pretty good with his predictions, too. Todd Hundley, speaking of Mets, Hundley, he played 40 home runs one year. You did predict that before the season, which I thought was strange. As a Phillies fan, you went against them, but you're smart. Carl mentioned the best paper cut is the 3/4-inch manila envelope. Yeah, you get a lot of hand sanitizer in that cut. Larry Walker, I dropped him. Sorry, Larry. Hall of Famer. Expos, Rockies. I think he played for the Cardinals. Or am I confusing him with that outfielder, Matt Holliday? Nah, the inner office pieces are the best. They chop your hands up really well. I know. How about Acuna? Horrible, horrible injury. Yo, the Marlins got some guts. The Marlins tweeted out him down, and they said, anybody want to see Jizz Chisholm inside the park home run? Not a good look. Andrew Jones, not a Hall of Famer, but a pretty damn good player. Sorry for cursing. Jeremy Gonzalez, jobber. Matt Morris, he had 1 or 2 good years, but he was a jobber. ACL, yeah, man, that's... You feel bad, you got to feel bad for him. Andrew Jones, yep, all very good, HVG. Tony Gwynn, however, Hall of Fame. If our boy Brian's watching, Tony Gwynn got a lot of hits, Brian. A lot of hits. This is the double up card, stand-up card. One side has Ivan Rodriguez, one side has Rusty Greer, and one side has Juan Gonzalez. See? And then there's another card you get, and see you put it in here, and it supposedly constructs a player. But this is what I mean about Pinnacle. You have half a player here. So are there any Juan Gonzalez fans out there? Let me know. Because you're getting the Juan Gonzalez side. And if there's any Ivan Rodriguez fans, you get Ivan Rodriguez. See? Johnny Damon. Johnny Damon's a good ball player, but he's not worth the $15 million that Boston's given him. You did good by not signing him. Common Chase checklist. Some Blue Jay. I don't know who that is. And on the back, there's a bunch of names. Desi Relaford. He was traded for Terry Mulholland. He was a bad player. He was really bad. The Mets are on the clock. Did Jack Leiter get picked yet? Oh, in honor of these minor league players that we might not even know who they are, like me, and in a few years they might be out of baseball without even reaching the show. There's Upper Deck Minor Leagues. Star potential, Johnny Damon. Johnny Damon. This is two Johnny Damons in one night. He was a good player, don't get me wrong. He just wasn't worth the money that Billy Bean didn't give him. Desi was really bad, wasn't he, Carl? Like, real bad, that bad. James Mouton, Moot on the jobber bus. Brian Beevil, Be Evil. Oh, wow, we actually got a card of perhaps the most evil man in sports history, Brian B. Evil. Wow, that's scary. Better watch myself tonight. You know, Steve Jeltz, speaking of bad shortstops, Steve Jeltz has the most hits in Major League history by any player born in France. He does. And Scotty forwarded me an email by the IBWAA, Internet Baseball Writers Association. And they wrote an article about Steve Jeltz, and he was a really cool guy. Yeah, oh yeah, he epitomizes jobber. But for French-born players, nobody's better. He's better than the other four players in baseball history that were born in that country. Chris Seelbach, he's no Luis Aguayo, Mike just said. Mike just wrote. That's true. Brian Taylor. He was a high pick, wasn't he? He was a Mets, Yankees. He was like the Yankees' Greg Jeffries. But unlike Jeffries, his cards are worth like nothing. Jeffries, on the other hand, are like priceless. Andres Berryman. He buried men. When Brian B. Evil was doing evil things, Brian buried them. This is like a Friday the 13th pack. This is like serial killer pack. So if I'm not on tomorrow night, Ted Bundy may have visited me. Oh yeah, Jeltz had some speed, didn't he? He had great hair. Shane Andrews. I think he played a couple games in the majors. Brett Backlund. Wasn't he a wrestler? Brett Backlund. That was the dude who the Iron Sheik camel clutched to beat for the belt. I didn't know he pitched for the Mudcats. That's crazy. I thought he was old, like in '81 or whenever, when the Sheik beat him. It's pretty cool. Bar fight Brian. That's right. He got in a bar fight. It supposedly ruined his career. But then, if you remember, Cole Hamels got in a bar fight, didn't he? I think the year he was drafted or something, like right around the year before after he was drafted. Didn't ruin his career. He was the MVP of the '08 World Series, where the Phillies won their second and last World Series. Dave Stevens. Jose Malave. Chelsea did. He really looked sharp, didn't he? And then Preston Wilson, twice. I really believe in real life he's Mookie Wilson's kid. So we're going to put these away for Jimmy's stash because he's a big Mets fan. As we know, he's our Mets correspondent. He gets the Preston Wilsons. That was a good pack for a bunch of minor league players from 30 years ago. We'll go to 94 Fleer. We're going to try to get the Wizard of Oz, Ozzy Osbourne Smith costume card. There's a checklist. Nothing to it. All right. Quick scan was just completed. Cole broke his hand. That was it. All right. I forgot the particulars. But yeah, Brian Taylor's shoulder. That's right. Poor guy. Cole Hamels broke his hand. That's right. Jesus Christ. Would never remember that if it wasn't for the Brian Taylor bar fight. That's a great nickname, bar fight Brian. Hey, Alan, I'm going down to a bar tonight. You always seem to be getting in trouble down there. Why don't you take Bar Fight Brian with you? Yeah, it's a good idea. Hey, Bar Fight Brian. Hey, it's Pips. Why don't you come down to no, the bar with me, just in case I get out of control tonight? Greg Olson. I don't think he won Rookie of the Year, but he was damn close. Cecil Fielder, the father of Prince Fielder. They both ended their career with the same number of home runs. Benji's favorite player, Dave Valley. Jobber. Manuel Lee. So was he in a bar when he was 20? Because they should arrest him for underage drinking. On the night that Nolan Ryan was the first pitcher to strike out 4,000 batters many years ago, of course, Robin Ventura's cards pulled out of the pack. He had the guts to charge the mound when Nolan Ryan was pitching. He's like a joke about it. It's a joke now. But think about it. Not many players would have the guts to do that. This dude did. Gotta give him props. Dave Holman, Mariner pitcher, jobber. He's a scrub. Shane Mack, he was part of the '84 Olympic team. He had an okay career. Albert Bell with the flag. This is an awesome card. Albert Bell. He really revolutionized the art of breaking up a double play when he threw a form into Fernando Vina on the base paths, about 6 feet before second base. Phil Clark. This is Will Clark's twin brother. That's why his parents named him Phil, so it rhymed with Will. See the resemblance, just the resemblance is uncanny. Bill Landrum. I'd rather have Cedric Landrum or Tito Landrum. What the hell is a Bill Landrum? It's a jobber, that's what it is. Pete Incaviglia on the Phillies. Him and Jim Surprisenreich formed the great platoon in '93, if I remember. Incaviglia, thanks to King M for his reminder, he never played minor league baseball. He was drafted right from college, went right to the majors, which might have explained his low batting average. Do not call him Joey. No, you call him Joey Bell. He flipped. Maybe Vina called him Joey, like, hey, nice single, Joey. Joel Johnston was a jobber. Phil the Thrill Clark. Mark Lemke, Obi. We know you're collecting Mark Lemke's and Ryan Sandberg. Grateful Obi, if you're still around, I'm still putting the Sandbergs away for you. Just I don't have your address. All right. Absolute. Last time we get the Brady Singer jockstrap card. Tonight we'd like to get a Brady Singer used prophylactic piece. Relic. Ken Griffey Jr. Awesome. Very nice. That's the card of the night. Griffey Jr. That's nice. That's really like so far that's the only card that I could say I'm happy with tonight. The rest are all stash cards or dynamite pieces. Ketel Marte. Good player. I don't know. I mean, Ketel Marte. Juan Soto. Have you guys looked up his numbers? He hasn't been doing that great this year. I just hope he doesn't get too hot so the Nationals start doing better. Oh, look, we got another jockstrap. Tristan McKenzie struck out 9 batters the other night. Sure as hell smells like it. He pitched a long game, I think, like 8 innings. He sweated that game. Should have watched it before they put it on a baseball card, though. Drew Waters and Luis Robert. Luis Robert has like 1 home run this year. In his defense, he's hurt. But still, I expected better numbers. Drew Waters is a highly touted Braves prospect who I think is very overrated. I think you should sell high. I've never liked Waters. That's why I'm dehydrated. Royce Lewis is another one who I think is overrated. He's out for the year. So, I feel I'm not saying nothing against you, Royce. Hope you get better. I think he was number 1 draft pick, wasn't he? Or top 5. And then Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra was the king of the malaprops. Nobody goes there anymore because it's too crowded. Half this game is 90% mental. Funny guy, that guy. And Yogi Berra, I thought he was just like a funny guy. You look up his stats; he had some pretty damn good stats. He had like, if I remember, like 40 home runs one year. He won an MVP or two. The guy put up some really good numbers. You like the Lou Bob? Carl, that's yours, brother. It's a green foil too. Look at the green writing. I'm putting that over in your stash. I just moved it from the badass binder to the stash. Stash. Christian Yelich cover person for Stadium Club. The goal here is Kenny Rogers, the gambling man. Well, we got Starling Marte. We just had Kettle Marte. I actually did see that, the Yogi stamps. You just walk into the post office and you get them? That'd be cool. Sending out mail from Philadelphia with Yogi Berra on it. With the recipient don't think that I lost my mind. That's why I want to get them. I'm going to keep one and put one on the card, and then I'm going to put the others in the mail. Oh, yeah, green foil. Ahmed Rosario on the Indians. Marcelo Zuna, he's out. He's not playing. He's hurt. He threw the ball home when Bohm didn't hit home plate, but he was called safe. And he still hasn't touched home. Bohm. Backwards card. Bobby Dalbec. What the? Sorry for cursing. Bobby Dalbec in a shopping cart. This is a short print. I think when they hit home runs, they celebrate by putting the player in a shopping cart, I think. The regular stamp, oh, that's so cool. I had some of astronauts. I want to put an astronaut next to the Yogi Berra. Next time I get over to the post office. This is pretty cool. This is going in Bips' stash. Another backwards card, Nick Castellanos, red foil. Can you order them online, do you know? It's not funny ordering stamps online. They have to mail you this using the stamps that you bought, probably. Ryan Mountcastle, rookie. Mountcastle's a cool player. It's a great name. And final pack is Top Series 2, Fernando Tatis Jr. The goal here is Jose Canseco. Hyun Jin Ryu, Blue Jay pitcher, former Dodger. He's okay. He's having a good year. But when he's the best pitcher in your team, you know, you're not going to win a World Series. Jason Hayward. Remember, he was going to be like the next great player. For a couple of weeks, people were saying he was going to be a great player. He's a good player. Just never lived up to the expectations. Austin Slater. Chris Sale. He looks like he's happy about, well, not happy, but he looks like he's going to go rip up some jerseys. I would assume they're online too. I'm going to check the website. Will Myers, boring veteran stage of his career. Josh Hader, he blew a save today, I saw. Andrew McCutchen, looking badass as ever. Every card of Andrew McCutchen, he looks like cool, calm, collective. Like he's got it all together, this guy. Good dude. James McCann. The Amber Alert. No, what happened? I thought they found the kid in like Minnesota or something. James McCann, catcher. Timmy, if you're still around, look at this Jacob deGrom. Glossy 65, I think, 65 style. Chromin, parallel, refractor, error card, Raider rookie, Diamond King. That piece. Mookie Betts, we have any Dodgers fans. But, oh, I might need this for the set. I'm trying to complete the set. Jose Abreu, last year's MVP. He's a good player. Jake Fraley. Fraley, I mean, you ever meet Kutch? He seems like a really down there kind of guy. Carrasco, 2 straight Mets. Carrasco and Jose Martinez, and 2 haven't played for them all year. We hope Carrasco gets better. He's dealing with an injury. Jose Martinez, I don't know what happened. I think they cut him. I don't know. Rocker went to the Mets. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry for cursing. Yo, Rocker, Jin, Allen. I know I'm probably missing a couple other. They're young trim down there, pitch and trim. Them 3. Wow. That's interesting. Wow. I wonder why he dropped that much. It's not like he was asking for a signing bonus like Scott Boras is going to say you got to give him $30 million. There's slots. Oh shit. He killed the mom. Oh wow. I didn't see that part. I just saw that the baby was located. It was Tennessee. Yeah, the baby was located. Wow. Well, they got the dude. But still, doesn't take back the lady, the girl. That's a shame. What is it with people? All right, that makes sense. Wow, that's bad news for the Phillies and for all the teams in the NL East if he gets back to his normal velocity. See, I don't know too much about that. Oh, you got a Pirates friend who's a Pirates fan. We're looking for a Pirates correspondent. If they're ever interested in talking baseball, we'd like to get some inside info on each team. So we could use a Pirates correspondent. He hit 99. All right, maybe it was a little mechanics. Maybe his mechanics just need a little tweak so he could stay high 90s. I mean, you guys probably don't know this about me. I'm not a physicist, but just guessing. I like when people say, "Yo, I'm not a doctor, but you ought to get that checked." One time somebody said that to me. I said, "Wait, you're not a doctor? I didn't know that. I've known you 30 years. I always thought you were a doctor." Interesting. Well, time to research. I got to go research some of these players. Now, you know what? I'm not going to research these players taken. You know what I'm going to do? Any fantasy dynasty leagues that I'm in, that these players are available in the next draft. I'm going to sell these draft picks to get players who are already in the minors, so they're a year closer. Because I don't want to research a new crop of players. I researched last year too much, and it turned me nuts, turned me crazy. So he's 22. Okay, yeah, he should be up. He's a polished pitcher. He should be up probably a couple of years, like he's on the fast track. He's not like a 16-year-old kid who won't see the majors for like 6 years. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I think Jen and Allen all 3 may come up like around the same time, give or take. Got a nice little rotation over there. Alvarez, well, that's rotation over there. You got the commercial, yeah. Beatty, Alvarez, got some good offensive trim down there in the minors. I'm probably missing a couple too, but that's awesome. Billy's got Mickey Moniak. All right, fellas. Looks like the weekend has come to an end. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Here's the trivia prizes. Brett. Oh, 2 George Bretts. Bunch of rookie cards. I think a rub-off's in there. A Jack Clark. Trivia question. Don't type the answer. Retweet it. Which player was first picked in tonight's draft? It was a catcher for the Pirates. His name was Henry Davis. So just name the player who was taken first. You got to retweet it. These are all yours. So you guys have a good night. Thanks for joining. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a good night.